So my expectations for the weekend handling 34 lifters is not to die. That would be goal number one. Previously, the most athletes we've handled at a national meet was 13. We had 13 at the American Open 2 years ago. For this meet, we're going to have 34 athletes for other Dan and myself to handle, and that is, quite a bit. However, it's kind of going back to the quote I had a few weeks ago of be loyal to the nightmare you've chosen, right? So our goal was to grow our weightlifting club to this size, and now we've done that, so we're gonna just have to man up and coach 34 people. How I plan on managing these 34 people? So basically it's as simple as this, is living 2 hours at a time, right? You can't think about how you're gonna coach the whole weekend. I'll get there tomorrow. We basically have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every single session from open to close, all nights, okay? And so you can't think about like the totality of the weekend, you just gotta live 2 hours at a time. All right, so you're gonna worry about the snatches, then the clean and jerks for every single session. I'm gonna drink lots of black coffee and just make sure that the first athlete and the last athlete get the same effort. In terms of who's gonna be helping, it's obviously gonna be Dan and I. We'll get a couple loaders back there. There are a couple sessions where we have I think one session we actually have six athletes going at once. So we have it all mapped out. We have it all planned out. We think we have a good system in play to make sure that everybody's warm-ups go on time. One of the cool things about having a team of this size is the athletes are going to learn a lot, because we're going to have to ask them to be a little more accountable to making sure that they're taking the attempts when they need to be, right? So we'll give them time indicators and weight indicators, and they can kind of help check in case we get held up, at a table making changes with another athlete. It'll be good for them. One option they have is, traditionally, like you sit there at the sheet and every so many attempts you're taking a warm-up attempt. One thing that we're considering doing is running it off of time, okay? So we can look at where somebody is in the order and get a rough estimate of how many minutes they're out until their opener. And so we give them a sheet of paper that says, all right, we're gonna start a watch. Okay, at minute 3, you need to be taking this attempt. At minute 6, you need to be taking this attempt. At minute 9, you need to be taking this attempt. And that's just going to be there for backup in case, we get hung up on another platform with another athlete who's out there lifting.
So the goals and the strategy for this meet is, number 1, don't die. So the goal is to survive for both Dan and I to make it through the weekend, and everybody else as well. But to not get so run down by coaching and so just mentally beat that we can't make a quality decision. So that's number 1. Number 2 is doing awesome spreadsheet stuff and prep work so we can have this stuff all locked in. There's a little preview. Don't show them too much though, Brian.
I'll keep it out.
Rule number 1, don't give away all your secrets, right? So that's really the goal, and then to obviously have everybody have a good meet for them. Some people have a different goal. They want to qualify, they want to do better than they did last meet, etc. But number 1, they need to have a good meet for themselves. They need to help the team out and kind of contribute to the team score, and then we just need to have a good kind of representation of the gym. I would like to win the whole thing. I think we have a fighting chance. So the fighting Lift Labbers of Lift Lab, we have the opportunity to win, but you got to set yourself up well, and then you have to execute. That's pretty much it. So yes, we can win. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good setup. We're really happy to have 34 people. It's like that seems to be the question, where it's like, how are you going to do all this? It's like, well, we asked for it, right? And I'm definitely happy to have that many people from the gym just kind of go, and I think it's going to be a great experience for them. And I'm definitely really excited for our Masters. This is the only AO series where they're mixing in, where they're having a separate Masters session, which some people like, some people don't like. But I think it's a great step for Masters weightlifting at these events, and I think that's kind of the future of what we're going to see. Is we're going to see so many Masters that enter, and so many Masters with such high totals that enter, that we're going to have these quality sessions for a Masters athlete at a USAW sponsored high quality event. The thing that I'm looking forward to the most, I think, is just living life 2 hours at a time. I don't think I can I don't think I can think anything past Sunday night right now. It's like if I just make it to Sunday and if I just do my job until Sunday, then it's going to be great. And like, you know, that's things, how are you going to do all this? And it's like our people are so hyped up, like in order to come train the lift heavy, that like their energy alone is going to get us through like their 2-hour session. And then you just multiply that times, you know, 15 sessions or so that we're going to have people in, and that's just going to be a ton of energy that's going to be going everywhere. And it's great, even though the crash sucks, you're going to go right back up, you know, like the next part of the day. So I'm just looking forward to that. Like, it's a great team, it's great people to have around.